All right, guys, welcome to the London close. I just went ahead and pulled the chart up and started the stream, but I need to go make myself a cup of coffee. So I will be right back. All right, I am back. Hope you guys are having a good, I don't even know what time of the day it is for anyone, but we've had a pretty wild ride so far today. We closed above 33 yesterday, but I don't know if you guys remember me talking about this line here where almost nothing closed above this. So it's 33.2. The trade we took yesterday was dipping right above that this price, 33.27, and then obviously the day closed back inside that. I think it was up 500 at one point and closed up 300. So today we are having a red day. I don't know why. There's no news or anything today other than US elections. I guess there's still lots of layoffs happening in Silicon Valley. I know Meta just announced a bunch. I'm checking election stuff. Gosh, it's so close. So we're just going to sit here and wait for our setup. So to go over again the setup that I take, it is I'm letting a range form. So I can't wake up early enough, or my brain doesn't function for New York Open. I did that for years. I woke up and did the streams with, I just watched streams with Raja Banks for years. That was waking up at 3:30 my time. I'm on the west coast of the U.S. That was waking up at 3:30 my time, and I did that for years. I feel like that's actually when I learned most about trading. And then I bumped it back in between the 5 o'clock New York open, 6:30 NYSE open, and then the COMEX open at 5:20. I've done all of those. And consistently that early in the morning, it's not like I can't wake up, but my risk management that early in the morning really, it just doesn't, it really doesn't work. I don't know. I just make dumb decisions. Like I got into a little trade this morning on US30. It was dumb. It was right about here. Actually, I think it was on this candle, looking for a little bit of a sell, and ended up in a little bit of drawdown. Closed out, basically scratch -9, so whatever. But it was just dumb. I shouldn't have even been looking at a chart. I really woke up to look at the elections and noticed that I run a few EAs. And I noticed that my VPS had rebooted overnight, and so those EAs needed terminals need to be restarted. And so I did that, and then I looked at the chart, and then next thing you know, I'm in a short on US30. So I don't know what I like for today. We're having a red day so far, but that means, you know, look at all this mess around this price. Look at all the support right here. Look at all the resistance right here. This is just a really, really tight 300, 400 point range right here. Again, right here. So if we close above this line today, I'd say we are headed back for 34. That seems pretty realistic. If we cannot close above 33, let's call it 33,300, then I think, who knows, we may just go sideways for a while. Honestly, when the market, with all that's going on in the world, I feel like the market going sideways is actually one of the best things. Better than these crazy moves. Another thing, well, it'd be hard to show on here without getting on TradingView. These daily candles are so big now, they'll often blow through. If you look left, they'll blow through multiple zones. In particular, if you look back at the pre-pandemic market, I mean, it's crazy how we can have one day here blow through 3 or 4 support and resistance zones on the daily. It's wild the way that the market is now. All right, so daily we're red. 4 hour. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a sell. Look at this 4 hour. This is great. So we broke below. We have retraced a little bit here. We probably went, I don't know, right about halfway up that candle. I'm not going to measure. So right near 50%. And then if we can break below this low, then I think we will be headed for a sell. And take that 4 hour momentum and drive it on down a little bit. Possibly to, I mean, 32.7 seems pretty good. I don't know. Sells, I think, are going to be easier today. But we'll watch. see what we get. I see lots of people drawing on their charts, but you can tell it's tools from their streaming stuff. Maybe it's because they're doing Zoom and that has some drawing tools in it. I don't know. All right, so here's a setup that we probably like. If we can break, we're going to do a little box within a box here. Hopefully, I hate it when we break out or we get right at the top, right before London closes, because then I feel like it makes decision making a lot harder. No, I feel like I was explaining the setup. Basically, it seems like shortly after London closes that some momentum usually kicks in. And so that's what we're looking for. We're looking for momentum that breaks out of the range that the last hour of the overlap between London and New York creates. All right, we've got 1 minute until London close. We'll be looking for 10 to 20 points. I think around 15 points is my 1% mark. Thirty seconds. Gotta have patience. That's too big of a stop. Let's basically look for if price moves back and at all, we're going to start cutting. We're going to give it a little bit more room. Nope, that's it. So I closed half. I don't mind adding back to it if we continue to break below. Yeah, that candle was just too big to have really a stop that made sense. So you'll see that brings me to negative, basically 1% for the day, just under. I'm happy with the stop right above this wick right here. Anything more than that, wouldn't it be so interesting to know when institutions actually start to trade? Yikes. Man, this is so much indecision right here. Really not what I'm looking for. Momentum up to the close was a pretty clean sell. Brought us down below 33, 33.9 into the mid 33.8s. Come on, push down just a little bit. So if it moves down, I'll cut my, goodness, it's not coming down. Hold on, I had to call the cops earlier, and I'm getting a phone call. Yeah, that was cops. There's a girlfriend and boyfriend or husband and wife, I don't know, are having some kind of trouble. And the female in the relationship parked a car in front of our house and left a nice note for the unfaithful spouse. So I called and reported the car sitting there. All right, so that's it. We lost that one, and I'm gonna sit on my hands on this account. So if you guys want, your zones are basically 33. It's 32.98, and if I can look at this, 33.98 and 32.792. Anything outside of that should be a nice break and should get you where you want to go. All right.